Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that his nation, the nation of Israel, plans on attacking the border city of Rafah, even though U.S. President Biden has said that it would be crossing a U.S. red line. Now, right now, I want to stop and say if you want to get the best prophetically presented information and material that's available, I would first of all become a member of my Gitter account. And first of all, you have to get the Gitter app and then look me up as the Calvary Prophecy Report or Terry Malone or both. Start following my Gitter account. Not only will you get the best news on prophecy, but you'll also get my video prophecy updates and when they do come out. So that would be the best way. Of course, you can subscribe to this channel. I'd also ask you to like this video and also make a comment or two in the comment section. And of course, you need to get a copy of my Tribulation Period Survival Guide. In fact, I would probably say that you need to get multiple copies. Pass these out like tracts. Get them in the hands of every lost loved one that you have, to your neighbors, to whomever that you can, because I believe that this is the best survival guide that's out there. And I do believe that the rapture of the church is imminent, and you certainly don't want your friends and lost loved ones to latch on to the information that is going to be presented during the tribulation period, but you want them to have the truth as to what is going to take place during this time, and also that they need to come know the Lord. So I invite you to go down to the description section of this video and get a copy of my Tribulation Period Survival Guide. Just click on the link and it'll take you to the exact spot that you need to be at in order to purchase this. Of course, there's also the free version as well. So whichever one you get, you'll need to go to my website in order to make that purchase or to download the free version. But getting back to what's going on in Israel right now, as I said, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is about ready to give the go-ahead to make the last push into Rafah, where basically 1/4 of Hamas soldiers are still left in the city. But U.S. President Biden is saying that that would be crossing a red line if, in fact, that Israel were to do that. Now, I don't know what that means, but Biden has said on news channels that he would cut off Israel's supply of Iron Dome missiles, which basically keeps Israeli citizens alive. Now, I can't believe that he would put Israeli citizens at risk just because Israel is defending its right to attack Hamas and Gaza because of what they did on October 7th. Now, certainly, the air world is going to explode if, in fact, that does take place. But we'll see to what extent that does happen. I don't know that Israel is actually going to attack. But frankly, I hope that they do. They need to rid their border of Hamas once and for all. And they actually need to stay in Gaza. And it would probably be to their best interest to go ahead and finish the job in the West Bank and also clean out Hezbollah in the north. But I don't foresee that happening. I probably would still see Hezbollah surviving this onslaught because the Bible does say in Ezekiel 38 that at some point in time that Russia would come down upon Israel, along with Turkey and Iran and some of their Islamic hordes, and would attack Israel. Well, actually, it doesn't say they would attack them, but that they would be on their northern border. At that point in time, that's when God would step in and completely wipe out this gathered army. The Bible says that 1/6 of the army would survive. But it'd certainly be a devastating attack. And it also says that the armies that are gathered would turn upon themselves and every man would fight his own comrade. So there's going to be a tremendous amount of confusion when this war does take place. But getting back to what Mr. Netanyahu says is an imminent war and is an imminent military operation that's going to take place probably either in the middle of Ramadan, which, to tell you the truth, I would doubt if that happened, but it's probably more likely that it will take place just after Ramadan. But if this does take place, I would look for the whole world to come down upon Israel, including the United States. I don't know how far the United States is going to go. They may condemn their actions, but I don't know if they would actually betray them in the UN and side with the rest of the world. You know, the United States is pretty much the only nation in the world that is on Israel's side. If this war takes place, that may end. So it's going to be interesting to see what takes place after the fact and after this war is done. And as you know, this isn't the only war that's going on throughout the world. Of course, we know of the rumors that are taking place in the East. Of course, with Russia and Ukraine, also they're saying there's many reports out there that says that Russia does not intend to stop at Ukraine, but will be pushing into Europe as well. And, that might be the case, but the Bible says that at some point in time that Vladimir Putin, or whoever the leader is at the time, will hear of some opportunity that is just too good to pass up. And that is when he will make a detour down into Israel, and he'll bring along his Turkey and Iranian friends. Now the Bible says that it'll be like a hook that is so powerful that he won't be able to not come down and attack. But that's just one war. There are others out there right now going on. In Haiti, the whole country is under siege, but mainly the capital. In Mexico, the cartels are fighting against the Mexican army, and they're so powerful that they are now using military-type materials such as landmines. And the idea has been tossed around out there that the U.S. could get involved in that area. Well, let's don't forget about also the U.S. has said they would not get involved in Ukraine, but there's already rumors that several European Union nations are already in Ukraine. Now let's talk about some other things that are taking place that are a part of the signs of the times, and that is pestilence. Right now, South America is on fire with a plague known as dengue fever. And the biggest hot spot right now is in Brazil, but it's being spread throughout South America and may enter into Central America and may find its way up into America, especially if we allow and continue to let illegal aliens continue to flow into the U.S. It won't be long until this country will be completely saturated with pestilence and diseases. An example of that being that just a day ago, a man in New Mexico has died of complications from bubonic plague. And at this time, they don't know exactly how he got it. But if there's ever a time to shut down the border, it's now. We simply can't afford to have any undocumented illegal aliens who we do not know what diseases they carry coming into our country and infecting our world. Well, that's all I have for today. And if you don't know the Lord, today is the day of salvation. I hope and pray that you will come to the Lord today and that you will not put that time off. Well, this is Terry Malone with the Calvary Prophecy Report.